Milarepa, the celebrated Tibetan yogi, used spiritual songs, or Dohas, to convey his deep insights into the nature of existence, the path of enlightenment, and the human condition. These songs capture profound teachings on impermanence, suffering, compassion, and the journey to spiritual awakening. They served as spontaneous expressions of his inner realizations, arising in moments of deep insight and connection to the natural world. For modern readers, Milarepa's songs remain timeless, offering accessible yet profound teachings that transcend the boundaries of culture and time. Themes in Milarepa's songs of realization. Milarepa's songs delve into four central themes: impermanence, suffering, compassion, and the path to enlightenment. Each song encapsulates wisdom aimed at deepening understanding and inspiring practice. Impermanence and the illusory nature of the world. One of Milarepa's famous songs on impermanence emphasizes the transient nature of life and worldly attachments. The affairs of the world are like ripples on water. They rise and disappear just as quickly. The mind, unsteady like the water's surface, finds peace only in the stillness of realization. Here, Milarepa uses the metaphor of ripples on water to illustrate how fleeting our experiences and attachments are. He reminds practitioners that worldly pursuits, though enticing, are transient and ultimately empty. Just as ripples form and fade, so do our desires and aversions. By recognizing the illusory nature of the world, one can begin to detach from temporary joys and sorrows, finding stability in the deeper realization of the mind's true nature. For modern practitioners, this song encourages detachment from the constant ebb and flow of desires and anxieties that dominate daily life. In a world where materialism and competition often drive our actions, Milarepa's song on impermanence invites us to look beyond the surface, seeking the peace found only in inner stillness and understanding. Suffering and the root of liberation. Another theme in Milarepa's songs is suffering, not as an end in itself but as a catalyst for seeking liberation. In one of his verses, he speaks of suffering as an essential part of the human experience that propels one towards spiritual growth. If you do not feel the pangs of suffering, how can you know the bliss of release? Suffering is the seed of wisdom, sprouting as one sees beyond sorrow. In this verse, Milarepa suggests that suffering, far from being a purely negative experience, is a valuable teacher that nudges the soul toward introspection and self-transcendence. Through suffering, one learns compassion, humility, and the importance of seeking liberation from cyclic existence, or samsara. Milarepa's message resonates with contemporary seekers who often grapple with life's challenges. Instead of viewing suffering as something to avoid, his teachings suggest embracing it as a step on the path to wisdom, allowing it to lead us toward deeper understanding and liberation. Compassion and the interconnectedness of all beings. Compassion is a recurring theme in Milarepa's songs, expressed through a deep understanding of interconnectedness. In one famous song, he describes compassion as a natural outpouring from recognizing the shared experience of suffering among all beings. The sorrow in each heart is no different than my own. Knowing this, compassion arises naturally. The boundless love within expands, holding all beings in tender embrace. Milarepa highlights the idea that true compassion comes from seeing oneself in others. By understanding that others share the same struggles, joys, and sorrows, one can cultivate an authentic compassion that embraces all beings without exception. This song calls modern practitioners to extend their compassion beyond individual relationships, fostering empathy that bridges divides. In a world facing social, economic, and environmental challenges, Milarepa's words remind us that a compassionate heart can be a powerful force for healing and unity. The path to enlightenment, perseverance, and self-purification. A recurring theme in Milarepa's songs is the rigorous dedication needed on the spiritual path. His life itself was a testament to perseverance, undergoing years of intense training and ascetic practice under his teacher, Marpa. In one of his songs, he reflects on the value of enduring hardship for the sake of enlightenment. The mountain path is steep and rugged, but each step purifies and strengthens. The summit is the realm of boundless light, seen only by those who journey tirelessly. This verse reflects Milarepa's understanding that the path to enlightenment requires effort, discipline, and resilience. His imagery of a mountain ascent symbolizes the challenges and rewards of spiritual progress, reminding practitioners that hardship is an integral part of the journey. For today's spiritual seekers, this song serves as a powerful encouragement to stay committed, even when the path is difficult. Milarepa's words remind us that the journey itself is transformative, each step bringing greater insight and closer connection to one's higher self. A legacy of realization in verse. Milarepa's Dohas are not only poetic expressions but profound spiritual teachings that continue to inspire and guide practitioners today. Through these songs, he distilled the wisdom of his realizations, illuminating the path to enlightenment with clarity and compassion. His verses on impermanence, suffering, compassion, and dedication offer practical insights for modern seekers, encouraging them to look inward and cultivate inner peace amidst the challenges of contemporary life. By contemplating and applying Milarepa's teachings, modern practitioners can embrace the timeless wisdom embedded in his songs, drawing from his life and words as a source of strength, insight, and profound inner transformation.